Hi there, I'm Java Jim with First Line Equipment, and today we're going to go over repairing the steam or hot water valves on the Vibiemme espresso machines. This includes the Junior, the Super HX, and the double boiler. They all share the same valves for the hot water and for the steam. And we'll go in depth into how to change the gasket if you have a leak from the hot water spout or the steam spout. What you need to repair the valves is one of three gaskets. Vibiemme actually over the years on the super reliable machine has used three different gaskets. So before you order the gaskets to repair the leak, take out, as I will show you later, which color that you have. Please note that these are usually not interchangeable on your machine. If you do have a Teflon one, please select the white Teflon. If you have the silicone red, please select that one, or the white silicone. Just don't assume that they are interchangeable, because they are not. The other thing you should have is a product that we carry called Petrogel. It's a sanitary lubricant. It is NSF approved, and it is for high temperature. So it's really important to use something like this that's approved for sanitation. You don't want to use just any lubricant, because you are actually putting water through the valve and it's going to end up in your cup. The tools you need are 2 crescent or adjustable wrenches, a pick, and 2 tools not to use are vice grips or any type of pliers, because if you use these, you're going to mar and damage the surface areas of the valve. To get started, you can use a wrench on the inside of the machine. There's a holding nut behind the valve. Normally we don't need to use this, really rare. That's why we're not going to go over it. But you'll see a holding nut behind each valve, behind the front wall, which you can use to hold the valve. And I'll show you the reason why. If you turn this nut, you'll see the whole valve can move. It moved just a little bit, but as you can see, this nut here loosens out. Then it won't come out completely, so you need to take the knob and turn it like you were opening it for steam or for hot water. And as this comes out, the stem and the knob, then you can completely take off the holding nut. Okay, and what you'll see there is we have a white Teflon gasket in this case. You will see 2 O-rings inside here on the stem. Over 10 years that we've been carrying this machine, these rarely ever get replaced. As you can see, there is some lubricant that is still on here. And if you do need to remove these 2 gaskets, then you do need to remove the screw on the knob, so you can actually remove the holding nut off. Okay, and then to take out the gasket, which can become a little bit cumbersome, we need to dig in, and of course the Teflon one is harder. Now if you have leakage that you need to solve right away and you don't have the new gaskets to put in, you can actually take the old one, even though I damaged it, flip it over, and you'd be able to insert it. So you can actually reuse the gaskets. You would take a little gel, put it on the gasket, reinsert as such, and on the Teflon one you could press down just to make sure you get it back in flush. And in this case you would turn, as you were closing the valve, first turn in the knob just as close as possible to the holding nut, and then I would take the holding nut, turn that in all the way, bring this in, knob all the way in, and when I go to tighten this holding nut, I am going to hold the valve in place. And just a quick turn, almost like 1/16 of a turn, to tighten. This would solve the issue of any type of leaks that occur from the spout on the hot water valve or the steam tip on the steam valve. This wouldn't solve any type of water leakage that happens from the stem or from the connection of the wand pipe to the steam valve. Those are two different gaskets that would need to be changed, but we rarely ever get to see those changed. It would usually be the one on the inside, and that's even pretty rare as well. The easy repair on the Vibiemme espresso machines, including the Junior, the Super, and the double boiler, they're all the same, quick and easy for the repair when it does happen, and it's not that often.